When I saw Your Name back in 2016, I was amazed by all the things that the film was able to cover. It is a movie that a lot of people really love, even 3 years after release. It's not Makoto Shinkai's first work. I wouldn't even say it's his best, but over here in the West, the effects of the movie have shook people in and outside of the anime community. When I first saw the trailer for Weathering With You, I didn't exactly know if it would be able to live up to the hype of its predecessor. I know that's harsh, just looking off of something as simple as a trailer. The saying is, don't judge a book by its cover, so I didn't. On Thursday, January 16th, I went to see Weathering With You, and I instantly fell in love. The last few months have been extremely hard when it comes to keeping me interested in anime. I haven't watched anything besides Dr. Stone and My Hero Academia. I made a video that's been privated at this point, talking about how much I hate seasonal anime, and I still feel like that. It kinda takes the joy out of a series for me. I know that I needed to see something that could make me enjoy anime again, showing me everything that anime means outside of the same cliched tropes of shonen anime. And I feel like that's what Weathering With You has really done for me. If you haven't seen the movie, it's definitely an entertaining watch, especially if you liked Your Name. Weathering With You tries its best not to be a clone of Your Name while still trying to encapsulate the same viewers of that film. From the very opening scene of the film, I knew that I was going to enjoy it. It's a tragic story, as most Shinkai films are. A tale of two star-crossed lovers who try their hardest to be together, but something is usually holding them back from doing so. The movie centers around two main characters, Hina and Hadoka. Hadoka is a runaway who is doing everything he can to stay in Tokyo, and Hina is a so-called sunshine girl. Basically, when she prays, she makes a rainy area become sunny. It's more complex than that when you see the movie, but to avoid spoiling the main plot of the story, I'll leave it at that. I've always been a fan of romance anime since the moment I really started watching it. It was one of the more interesting genres that explored more deeper topics. And that doesn't really include harem, that's a whole nother bag of worms. So I've been able to enjoy a lot of the films that Shinkai has put out because most of them have been romance. But it's been a while since anything has really made me feel the way that Weathering With You made me feel. I don't get motivated to talk about anything very often anymore because either no one cares enough about it or I don't care enough about it to really give my opinion. Weathering With You did something I didn't think any anime or show could do for me anymore. It got me motivated. I actually felt like wanting to watch more shows after being on this dry streak for so long. I want to make videos talking about my experience with these shows and how they make me feel. I want to go out and do more, meet people who also find joy in the same things I do. In just 2 hours, Weathering With You rekindled my love for anime. One of the ways it does this is through its music. It brings me to a place of nostalgia, not knowing if I'll ever have a feeling like it again. It's always one of the big things I enjoy in every movie by Shinkai, but because of the atmosphere this movie portrays, it hits a lot harder. Visually, this movie is just as stunning as Your Name was, having a perfect blend between looking like real life and at some points, looking even better. The rain that hangs over Tokyo for most of the movie brings back memories of watching the rain and drifting into a long-awaited slumber. And when the sun peeks from the clouds when Hina prays, you can't help to feel sad for this world clouded with rain. There's so much detail put into the buildings and the shops that you could look at the background and say, does that actually say McDonald's instead of McRonald's? What the f? But all jokes aside, it shows how much went into making this version of Tokyo feel authentic. And last but not least, I wanted to talk about our main characters. Shinkai is a master at making relationships feel earned and not just thrown together to push the plot along. Hina and Hadoka's relationship feels more mature than any relationship I've ever had. That's why certain scenes hit so much harder, because we learn to feel for what these characters have and are going through. There's one scene that I really liked near the end of the movie that I wanted to touch on. If you haven't seen the movie, that's alright, it isn't a huge spoiler. There's a part where the main character is praying to God to not take anything away from them and that they don't need anything else. I don't know why this hits so hard for me, but it really brought me to tears. I hope that the feeling that Weathering With You has made me feel are able to stick not just for a few weeks, but for years to come. It feels like something deeper than just a simple form of media like music or television. It's something that resonates a lot deeper, especially as I've grown up. If you guys haven't seen Weathering With You, it's probably one of the biggest roller coasters in anime right now, and I highly recommend it. It was able to rekindle my love for anime and motivate me to actually make another video. But how long it will last? Who knows? If you guys like this video and want more videos in the future, like and subscribe to the channel. It's been Yozumi, And as always, peace.